Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Zugord here. That one guy on YouTube who talks way too much about movies and space monsters. And today, oh boy, we're diving into the brand new Alien spin-off series called Alien Earth. And let me tell you, it came out swinging harder than your drunk uncle at a family barbecue. The premiere, chef's kiss, top tier. Like, finally Hollywood spent money on something other than superhero reboots. Now, listen, I'm not exaggerating when I say these first two episodes slapped harder than a face hugger on your poor, unsuspecting face. We got that delicious budget flex, crisp production values, and yeah, it's actually faithful to the OG Alien lore. I know, shocking, right? Hollywood remembered what continuity is. Miracles do happen. So, what's cooking? Well, aside from Xenomorph stew, we already got action with our classic alien friend and a brand new nightmare fuel monster called Teócelus. Sounds like a Pokemon, but trust me, this thing is not catching Pikachu anytime soon.
And because you guys spammed my comment section harder than bots in a crypto scam, I'm here with a breakdown and analysis of the first two episodes. And yeah, spoiler alert, duh. If you haven't seen them yet, go watch the damn show first. Seriously, what are you doing here? Get the hell out. Or stay. I'm not your mom. Anyway, let's roll. The story takes place in 2120. 27 years after the Prometheus expedition went full Titanic. Oops, too soon? 20 years after Alien Covenant, and just 2 years before Ripley and the Nostromo crew get their cozy slumber party interrupted by everyone's favorite space parasite. Talk about timing. Now, the intro lays out the juiciest sci-fi buffet. 3 types of immortality. First, synthetics, aka androids with super brains but zero personality. You know them, Ash, Gishap, David, basically your creepy uncle who stares too long. Then we got cyborgs, humans with upgrades, like Morrow, the god who looks like he's been rejected from a Terminator audition. And finally, hybrids, human minds stuffed into synthetic bodies, like Westworld meets Frankenstein, with Wendy as the poster child. All brought to you by Prodigy Corp, the Walmart of immortality, run by Boy Cavalier, the discount Elon Musk of this universe.
And here's the kicker. Whoever nails this tech basically controls the universe. No pressure, right? Meanwhile, Weyland-Yutani still owns half the damn planet, and of course wants to play galactic Monopoly. Shocker. Prodigy's big reveal? They can only transfer kids' minds into adult bodies. Yeah, kids. Into grown-up bodies. Not creepy at all. Nope, totally fine. Definitely not nightmare fuel. Thanks, Boy Cavalier, you Peter Pan wannabe. Speaking of ships, we also get introduced to the USCSS Maginot, basically a space zoo bus for alien Pokemon. They've been on a 65-year field trip, bringing back fun souvenirs like alien eggs, killer plants, blood-sucking space ticks, and of course, Teócelus. Because why not? Nothing bad ever happens when you stockpile death monsters in a flying tin can. Spoiler, everything goes to hell.
And surprise, surprise, the specimens get loose. A xenomorph pops out like a chest-bursting piñata, and suddenly the ship's a massacre party. Rumor says Weyland-Yutani planned this mess just to screw over Prodigy. Corporate sabotage with a side of face-melting horror? Classic. The Maginot crash lands right in Prodigy City because of course it does. Where else would it go? Middle of the desert? Nah, straight into the busiest skyscraper possible. Subtle. Totally not suspicious. Cue Boy Cavalier's little gang of lost boys. Yeah, he literally calls his hybrids that. Wendy, Curly, Nibs, Smee. Bro, this guy really read Peter Pan once and thought, yep, immortality is my whole personality now. Anyway, Wendy's got a brother, Joe, who thinks she's dead. Plot twist, she's basically a robot now.
Then it's chaos galore. Soldiers eaten alive by space ticks, ugh.
chest-bursted corpses lying around like horror decor, and of course a xenomorph popping up at the worst possible time. Wendy barely escapes in an elevator. Yeah, girl power. But also, damn, invest in better building security. Meanwhile, the android Kirsch is cold, calculating, and probably the dude who'd unplug your life support for data. He hacks the ship, grabs info on all the alien critters, and tells the hybrids to start Pokemon going the monsters into containers. And while this is happening, Miss Yutani herself calls Boy Cavalier like, yo, hand over the alien loot. And Boy's like, not girl, not in my city. Which makes me wonder, was this whole crash an accident? Or was it all part of Weyland Yutani's evil master plan? Yeah, because coincidences like these don't just happen. So, picture this. Joe's wandering through the apartments, probably thinking, hey, maybe I'll find survivors. Maybe I'll find snacks. And boom, he bumps into another soldier buddy. Sweet, right? Wrong, because they stumble onto a freaking costume party. Yeah, you heard me. While the world is literally going to hell with alien murder machines running loose, some rich aristocrats are like, nah, darling, we simply cannot leave without finishing the champagne. Priorities, am I right? And just when you think, well, maybe they'll get out alive, the Xenomorph crashes the party. Ugh. It finds Joe, rips his poor soldier friend into chunky salsa, and then, oh boy, it goes full buffet mode on the high-class guests. Slicing, dicing, tail whipping, basically a 5-star horror show with free admission. And me, I'm over here thinking, well, at least they died in tuxedos. But wait, it gets juicier. Just as Mr. Xeno is about to turn Joe into spaghetti, Moro shows up with his fancy Zap Zap toy. Yep, an electric weapon designed to stun these biomech nightmares. And here's a fun fact for the nerds. You're welcome. Xenomorphs actually have an electrical component in their brains. Yeah, their domes are basically alien Teslas. So when you shock them hard enough, it's like hitting Control-Alt-Delete on a murder bug. They just reboot.
Morrow then does the weirdest Uber Eats delivery ever. He stuffs the unconscious Xenomorph into this shiny plastic bag like it's leftovers from a barbecue and heads back to the ship. Except, surprise, soldiers stop him. Sir, what's in the bag? And Morrow's like, not your damn business, Karen. But before he can even lie properly, the Xeno wakes up. Chaos.exe reloaded. Cue massacre number 2. The alien slaughters the soldiers like they're extras in a horror movie, which, let's be real, they are. And when it finally faces Morrow, plot twist. Since he's a cyborg, the Xeno hesitates. Like, do I kill you, or are you technically my weird robot cousin? Instead, it runs off to kill the rest of the humans, leaving Morrow with that thanks for nothing face. Meanwhile, Wendy and her hybrid pal find Joe, who is very confused. And honestly, who wouldn't be? Imagine your supposedly dead sister shows up in a shiny synthetic body like, sup bro, it's me. Joe's like, yeah, right. But after Wendy answers some very specific family trivia, like probably who stole my Halloween candy in 03, Joe realizes it's actually her. Shock, denial, acceptance. The whole therapy chart in 2 minutes.
The three of them follow Kirsch's orders, snoop around the cargo bay, and yeah, they find alien eggs. Those creepy, leathery space Kinder Surprises. Luckily, they don't activate because 1, blue light tech mumbo jumbo, and 2, synthetics don't count as viable hosts. Joe, of course, does the dumb horror movie thing, gets way too close, but doesn't touch them. Thank God. But before they can even take a breath, bam, the loose Xeno ambushes them. It slams Joe right off the ledge and sends him falling into the building below. Cliffhanger much. So that's the end of the episode. Yep, they really left us hanging. Kirsch and the hybrids are hauling alien samples like Space FedEx, Morrow's still sneaking around with his cyborg agenda, and Wendy's reunion with Joe lasted shorter than your New Year's resolutions. But hey, set up for next time. Now, here's where it gets even more twisted. Remember that lovely new monster, the Teócelus? Yeah, well, its special party trick is, wait for it, infecting hosts through their eyes. Nope. We see it happen with a poor orange cat. Healthy, normal, adorable, until boom, Teócelus goes eye first inside, and suddenly Garfield ain't asking for lasagna anymore. He's zombified, all messed up, body deteriorating like a low-budget Walking Dead extra. Straight up nightmare fuel.
And just when you think Wendy's weirdness is maxed out, we find out she's got supersonic ears. Like, I can hear aliens gossiping on secret frequencies kind of ears. Apparently, Xenos communicate on hidden signals that humans can't hear, but Wendy can. That's either really useful or really creepy. Is she listening to a lone drone, eggs, or is there a queen hiding somewhere? Dun dun dun. Bottom line, these episodes kick serious ass. The Maginot ship feels like a modern remix of the Nostromo. Dark, creepy, atmospheric, just the way we like it. The mix of hybrids, synthetics, and cyborgs actually makes sense, especially with all the corporate war stuff going on. And the Xenomorphs? Brutal, fast, terrifying. No joke, the kills here had me going, yup, never sleeping again. So yeah, Alien Earth starts strong, and I can't wait to see how it spirals into absolute chaos. But what about you guys? Did you catch the first 2 episodes? What do you think? Are the Teócelus turning hosts into zombies, or something even worse? Drop your theories down below. I want to read all of them. And hey, smash that like button, share this video with your fellow sci-fi junkies, and subscribe, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.